Look at these Sasquatch following me. This was recorded back in October 2023 on one of my hikes. They were trailing me. But look at this. So we have the first one here that's closest to me. I'm going to take a screenshot of this just for markup purposes. But anyways, you can see his hands right here. You can see his hand. He's got his fingers right here. Look at this. He's using his fingers to push down on this vegetation to where he's got line of sight of me right there, right? Otherwise, he wouldn't be able to see me. So he's moving that vegetation ever so slightly so he can put his eyes on me there. Um, you can see how his eyes are glowing there. It's because of they're highly reflective. Especially the amber color Sasquatch that have amber color eyes, their eyes are highly reflective, more so than the other colors. I don't know why, but it just seems that way. Um, and at night, sometimes they glow like fire almost. Um, anyways, this is a Sasquatch right here. You can see the detail on his face and the conical head shape. And behind him, there's a large adult, and he's tucked back behind this uh, tree right here. All right, so here's the other adult Sasquatch. He's right there, and he's tucked back behind that tree, just showing his forehead. There's his eyebrow ridge. Right there's the deep eye socket, and with his left eye right there, and then his large dominant nose. They have a high cheekbones, real dominant high cheekbones, and a strong nasal structure, dominant nasal structure. They stick out kind of like native Indians have that high cheekbone and the nose structure. They kind of resemble some of the Sasquatches. Not all of them, but some of them remind me of that native Indian look, uh, but with just a lot more hair and other things. But anyways, you can see his eye right here, and the reason why I bring up the native Indian connection is because there's all kind of stories throughout history, in a lot of different Indian tribes that where the Sasquatch have um, captured their women and carried them off and took them hostage and crossbred their genetics with them. And I think that's why we're seeing some of these dominant Indian features in the Sasquatch faces. Um, so there's a lot of evidence that I'm not making that up. There's a lot of evidence of that in the Indian tribes, a lot of oral traditions that talk about it. And there were some photos back from, well, I think the Smithsonian got them and confiscated them, but there were photos of the what they called the hairy men from the forest with other natives and stuff like that they got pictures of, and they were giant, almost giants, I guess, 7, 8, 9 foot tall, and all that evidence disappeared. All the giant bodies, all that stuff disappeared. But here's a Sasquatch right here too. At the base of the tree, he's squatted way down. You can see him right there. You can see his cheekbone and his eye. back behind the tree. But yeah, folks, that's just amazing footage right there. Now with the naked eye, you can see how far back they are right there with the naked eye. That'd be hard to see, especially when you're walking and you're going through the woods, it's going to be hard to notice them, when they're standing real still and they're camouflaging like a ghillie suit, it's tough to see. But anyways, we're going to go back and forth and see some movement here. I always do, just so people can see it's not pareidolia. Anyways, let's see what kind of features we can get on these guys. More facial features. Um, Sorry, I got fat fingers and it's rolling too fast here. So I'm not doing a very good job at this, but I'm gonna. It looks like there's another one there showing up there at the bottom. He's got his mouth open. Check that out at the base of the tree. But I got some stabilization software that I'm gonna start using. If I can get this cleaned up, I will repost it. Um, that one I was just mentioning there was pareidolia, I believe. At the base of the tree there with the green, yeah, I think that was pareidolia. Unless he moved out of the way real quick, I believe that one was pareidolia. But the other ones are for sure not pareidolia. Here we go. Let's look here. Check him out, man. Now it looks like the adult that's up top there, as he's backed out. You can see his head's backed out, but at the um, where that adult's head was, you can see a juvenile now peeking around there. Check that out. See that? And the adult raised up in the back there, but you can definitely tell there's Sasquatch there. Let's see if that Sasquatch moves his hand out of the way. Oh, look at that. Yeah, I think that's all I'm going to get, folks, with just those few frames. Let me see if I pan back over that way. I've not been through this video completely yet, but I got over 17,000 videos and pictures that I've yet to go through. It's all archived, and especially when I'm recording new stuff too. It's just I don't have enough time in the day to go through it all. But but yeah, folks, that's all I got for right now. I'll go through this video. If I see anything else, I'll put it up on the channel. I'd like to welcome all my new subscribers and glad to have you on the channel.